jackets, no brakes. I've been to Blondes Overboard. Dive in, too late. She hit the water. Blondes overboard, overboard. Hey, you made it. Welcome aboard. Emily and Brittany setting the score.
Hey, and welcome to our very first episodes of Blonde Overboard. I'm Emily from Tide and Table, full service event planning, and my partner.
I'm Brittany from Pedal Parties NJ, mobile bouquet bars, workshops, and floral fun. Great.
You sound fancy.
I am fancy.
So I guess we'll start by introducing ourselves. Everyone wants to know how we became lovers.
Right, yeah.
And business
Life
partners. Life partners.
Life partners as well.
So I guess we'll start with you first.
Oh, okay. Talk about pedal parties first. Okay, so
Yeah.
I grew up in the floral industry. My grandfather was a florist for 40, or owned a flower shop for 40 years in Flushing, Queens. Whitestone Sense of Florist. Represent. Shout out Queens, shout out Flushing. Hashtag floral fun.
Hashtag dumplings.
Hashtag dumplings, absolutely. There was actually a wonderful Chinese spot in that same strip. So instead of going to summer camp, I went to the flower shop because I needed a babysitter. And so my sister and I would spend our summers there in the refrigerator and spray painting flowers. So huffing a lot of fumes, it really shaped our childhood and obviously our prefrontal cortexes. So when I wanted to start pedal parties, it kind of all made sense. It was super organic and synergetic, if you will. And it started with offering these mobile bouquet bars that acts like an activity, but also a favor at the end of the day or at the end of an event. But people started to become more attracted to actual bouquet workshops and learning about the anatomy of a bouquet and learning about floral arranging in general. So that became super popular, and then our wreath workshops during the holiday kind of expedited the business.
I took one of those.
You did take one of those.
With my grandmother.
It was great.
Yeah, no, it was really cool.
It was fun.
I think not too long ago, just got rid of those wreaths.
Really? Yeah,
Like, they
last
lasted
forever.
so long.
Yeah, they do.
And I was spraying, like, essential oils in them.
Yeah, okay. That's great. Super flammable at that point then. Dry and oily.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope you didn't light a match near them.
No.
Okay, good.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Now I know for next year.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't dry them for that long. But yeah, I think, and then the way we met,
You slid into my DMs.
I slid into her DMs. I said, "Hey girl, new business, who dis? Who do you?
And I said,
And the voodoo that you do."
Yeah.
And that made the most sense. We kicked it off from there. It was really
I know. Actually, I have to tell you something.
Oh god.
I just, I feel like I have to get it off my chest.
Oh no.
So.
You thought I was your long lost sister.
No.
Because we have the same face.
No, I lied about something.
Oh my god.
So when we first started, I'm sorry, I had a hair in my eye. When we first started, like that
It's
summer,
just, like, still
it's there, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go.
So when we first started, we were like, let's hop on a Zoom call, and then it got to the day where we were supposed to do it, and for some reason, like, I was just scared to talk to a stranger on Zoom, and I lied and told you, like, I was, like, had a summer cold. And,
I
like,
don't even remember this.
I was like, oh, can we do it, like, tomorrow or the next day?
Oh, you chickened out?
Yeah, I was just...
For a Zoom call?
Anxiety.
Wow.
I don't know. I was just like, this is too much for me right now.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, something got to me.
There was like another call where you like sliced your hand open and ran screaming out of your house covered in blood.
Okay, I didn't lie about that.
Okay, good, glad.
The summer cold was a lie. The stabbing myself was not a lie.
Okay, great.
I was making a tuna fish sandwich.
And called for an extremely sharp knife.
And somehow I was getting like mayo with a steak knife, and then there was a slippery slope I slipped on and stabbing right into the crevice.
Oh, it's the worst part. Did that with a bagel
And
knife.
I remember like slow motion, and it was in the finger. Sorry, do we have to put like a
Trigger warning?
Trigger warning. So it was in the finger, the knife, and I was like, I looked at it and I realized the knife was just in the hand, like on its own.
Right, just
like,
hanging out.
And I was like, ah! And then I swear I like ran into a wall or something.
You definitely did.
Yeah, and then I drove myself. No one was around. No
But
one
you
was
called everybody on your way. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, but like no one was answering until I got to like, and then I couldn't remember how to get to the hospital. Like it was too much, and I was like, "There's too many roads. I just have to go to urgent care," and because that's like a kind of a straight run, so I was able to remember the directions, and no one was answering. I was blacking out. I was running red lights, and then I pulled into the parking lot, and then I got like 7 calls, and I was like, I already found help. I don't need you people anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then what was really awkward was, so I had pre-called
To let them know that you were coming.
They were the only ones that actually answered the urgent care, so I pre-called urgent care and said, something terrible happened, it's Emily. And they were like, just come in. That's what we're here for. So I said, okay, and then I got there, and they like really thought like I severed like my entire hand off.
Right.
Because I might have made it sound that way. And then when they removed the like kitchen towel I had wrapped,
The tourniquet.
my body had mended itself.
Right.
And it
was a paper cut.
Yeah, they were like, well, yeah, here, this, and I was like, I swear I saw it in myself. I swear there was a hole or something. And he was like, I don't really see it now.
But we will prescribe you some anxiety medicine.
They were like, anything else you want to talk about while you're here?
Hilarious. There was another time where we talked and you were painting doors at a beach house, so I just thought that you would just...
Oh yeah, I did
go
do
everywhere.
that.
Yeah.
I did a lot of like renovations last summer, helping friends and family, and I realized I was really good at manual labor.
Yeah, that's great. You should go into the union.
Honestly, if this doesn't work out, I know I'm good with my hands.
Okay, great. Tell us a little bit about Tide and Table.
Alright, yeah, so let's segue into that. So Tide and Table is something I came up with because I really like the beach
Yeah.
and tablescapes.
Oh.
And I don't know, like when I came up with the name, I knew I wanted to, so I had worked, okay, this I'll give my background story. So, where do I begin? So I was working at an event company in the city. It was very corporate. We were doing like brand launches and really cool things, and I was like, this is like the coolest thing ever.
Right.
But the office life took a toll on me, and it was basically like Devil's Wears Prada.
Right.
And I was, what's her name? Andy or something?
Andy, yeah. Milanakis. Just kidding.
I love him.
Our younger listeners won't know who that is.
It's Andy Milanakis.
Yeah. Got a pot on my head, but don't call me a pothead.
Yeah.
We sing that one a lot.
Oh, I didn't sing that in so long, actually.
Sing a lot.
I'll just add that one to my jingle. So whatever. So I was working so hard and I was learning so many things, and then we basically went on Christmas break, or winter break.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really want to go back there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, it was like 4 days of just like calmness, but pure anxiety of like returning to the office and
Yeah.
seeing my arch nemesis.
Your boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I didn't go back, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, like, now that the holidays are over, I didn't really plan on my career.
Right.
And how I was getting paid.
Because you were Mrs. Claus. You were an elf, and that's what you
Yeah.
did during the holidays.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
So then I was like, okay, well, naturally, like, the only thing I can do is what I know best, and that would be continuing with the event.
Yeah.
But then I had to start my own business.
Yeah.
And then that's how Tide and Table came about. And I just like called everybody I knew, and I was like, hey, want to plan a party? I'll help ya. And so that's what I did.
They said, I don't have any major life events.
I was like, it's okay. I'll figure something out as long as you're willing to let me set up some decor in your home and I can take pictures.
Yeah.
So then I started event planning by myself, and I don't know. That's all I did.
Yeah. No,
And then I think like a few months later, you slid into my DMs.
Yeah.
And then our relationship blossomed.
Emily was the first person that I reached out to when we started pedal parties. It's a fun fact.
And I was like, who's this?
Yeah.
What does she want from me?
Yep, that's exactly how it
But
went.
then it was cool, so then we were just chatting, thinking about all the projects we could do, all of our ideas, and I think that's how we came up with the pop-ups.
Yes,
the pop-ups.
Oh, because we were thinking about, this was right around, we had tried to do like contests to like promote both businesses, and that was going pretty slow.
Yeah.
But then we started to think about
like how can we get in front of the people?
Right, and the best possible way were these pop-ups, and it was around Valentine's Day, and you're like, oh, I want to do something for Valentine's Day, and I was like, well, it's 3 weeks away, so what are we gonna do? And you're like, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I was like,
And
I
it
got
was.
this. And then is that when I broke my face?
That is when you broke your face, when you fell out of your.
I had another injury that I swear I didn't lie about. And so I think on like a Wednesday, you were like, you sure we can do this? It's 3 weeks away. And I'm like, I got this. And I think I got a little too excited.
Yes.
And I tripped.
Yes.
And I broke my face.
Yeah. She actually broke her nose.
I broke my nose and I broke my arm trying to save myself. And then I think I didn't talk to you for a day because
it was like a full 48 hours, and I was like, oh, she ghosted me. Cool, I guess we're not doing this. And I said, wellness check.
No, I was just like...
And you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I broke myself.
I broke all my bones.
And I again said, are you sure you want to do this?
And I said, no, this gives me even more time to plan from bed, and I won't have any distractions.
And you also said that people will feel bad for me, and they will absolutely say yes
and
to
give
the
us
pop-up.
Yes, and give us like sponsorship money because we really needed it.
We did really need it.
But not as many people felt as bad as I thought they would. They just kind of were like, who's this walking in with two black eyes and a arm and a cast? I'm throwing a party and they were like,
we're not coming.
Yeah. They were like, actually, please get off of our premises.
We'll pay you to actually leave. And it was great. We thought we were gonna have like 10 vendors, and it ended up every time I talked to Emily, every 2 hours leading up to the event, there was another vendor coming.
Yeah.
And so we smushed, what was it, end number 15 or 12?
No, I think that one was 12.
12 vendors into a liquor store. So
yeah,
we can make anything happen.
We really could.
Really
we can.
And it was so successful.
And there was a lot of people.
We had created 70 goodie bags, and we sold out of the goodie bags in the first 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think we had just roughly 100 people there. Wow. Attendees, yeah. It was incredible.
Yeah, no, it was really cool.
And it was fun. People loved the tarot card reading, permanent jewelry. We had sugar boards.
Sugar boards.
Those are delicious.
JJ. Slumber party girls.
Yeah, cookies and charcuterie.
Cookies.
And all kinds of vintage shopping too.
Yes. Greek shopping.
Handbags, yep.
Greek handmade handbags.
They're really pretty.
They are.
So that was super successful.
There were so many things.
Yeah, but
so many things, and everyone was so happy and having a good time, and the drinks were really good. We had 3 signature drinks that I was really into.
Yeah, they were great.
They have a delicious porn star martini.
Oh yes, what's in that?
Passion fruit.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. Sexy.
Passion fruit. I think it's prosecco and I don't know, just yummy goodness.
Yeah, that sounds good. It was good though. But I think things started to escalate from there.
Then everyone wanted us.
Everybody meaning vendors wanted to participate.
They were like, when's your next one?
When's your next one? And then people wanted to do it again. And I think that's kind of where and how the wheels kept turning.
Mm-hmm.
And we keep highlighting and supporting and creating this community of small businesses, but also female-owned small businesses,
Yes.
which feels even more important and relevant. And the community that we've created is like second to none. I think everybody is
It's full of characters
for sure, but like happy to be a part of it. Now like
super generous,
so
creative.
generous. Yeah.
I feel like anytime like a vendor reaches out to me or I find someone on Instagram and I'm like, wait, this could be like someone we use for our next pop-up, I get so excited.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking and then they say, like, maybe they didn't post something that they have and then they tell me and I'm like, ooh,
We can
I
absolutely
didn't
do
even know
something.
you had that.
Yes.
Please bring it.
Yeah, and so now when we send messages, people are quick to answer and kind of just created this incredible community, and we figured the podcast would be the best way to amplify those small businesses, our small business, and bring awareness to how big of a community there is. And
I myself didn't even realize like how many small businesses just like working out of their home and doing these pop-ups there were. You know, I didn't even know it was such a thing.
Right.
And then just talking and meeting more people that are kind of doing like this similar thing as we are.
Yeah.
I realized like, oh, we got something here. We can help you.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we're in such a concentrated small area as well that like there's so much more that we can be doing. So
Bergen County women are hustlers,
go-getters, and like they want to give back to the small business community too. So not just like the vendor part of it, but the people who are attending our events and
they want something to do and they like shopping small.
And they like sipping. They love sipping and tasting and shopping small. And I think there's a really big push to bring back small businesses, at least from what we're seeing. I mean, and obviously our whole studio setup is Amazon just because that's what tends to happen. But I think at the same time, I'm trying my hardest to shop small businesses versus buying online. And I think that's kind of the goal.
Right? I agree. It definitely, now that I know that there's so much more out there that I would want to support, if I see like say something like an ad or something on Instagram, like I second guess now ordering it because I'm like, wait a minute, like, you know,
don't we know somebody that sells that? Yeah.
I'm like, let me stop at Kelly's.
Right.
And like buy from them.
Definitely.
That's nicer.
Yeah, I agree.
So, what else now? Do you want to? Oh, should we? Okay.
Should we talk about our segments that we're gonna have?
Let's talk about our segments.
Okay, our segments are great.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about break the third wall of where we are right now and what our next segment will be.
I think let's break it.
Okay, we're gonna break the third wall. So we're currently filming from Super Juice Nation in Wyckoff, New Jersey, Bergen County area, like we just mentioned. The owner, Carrie, has been so gracious to let us use some of her space here. And we want to make sure you guys know about it. I am obsessed with the Java Live smoothie. I'm here about 3 to 4 times a week purchasing it and chugging it on the way to work. It's delicious. It's got coffee and almond butter and protein powder and keeps me full for hours. Yes, everything is organic, everything is vegan. She really prides herself on super fresh ingredients, and it shows, and it's tasty and incredible. So that's where we are filming from today, and where we will be filming from when we're not on location. But one of the segments that we want to include is a review of some of the products that are offered here. So we're going to do a taste test of some delicious smoothies.
We're doing the salty review, and every week we will be reviewing either the smoothie of the month from Super Juice. We will be reviewing other small businesses and local businesses of their food and some products. We have really exciting products for the next episode.
Yes, we certainly do.
That include something salty, technically.
That's true, but I don't think I would eat it.
Well, you can.
Oh, you can?
Well, not the product.
Right.
Oh, wait.
What a great teaser. I guess you could. Yeah, but
You'll just have to see.
Yeah.
I think I would. Well, you love seafood.
I do.
don't knock it until you try it.
Okay.
And then, and so we're doing overboard or on board. So
Correct.
overboard is, kind of negative. Sorry, but it could happen. We're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
And then if we're on board, that means it's good, and then you should come and try it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
So where's our healthy smoothie flights?
Okay, let's try. Should we start? Let's start. So the July flavor of the month at Super Juice Nation in Wyckoff, holy schmagoli,
Oh, it's exploding.
is Pina Colada. So there is, in fact, no rum. Although maybe next time we should.
Doesn't mean
bring
you
it.
can't add it.
It's very true. But these are very full.
These are fun.
These
like
are very
shots that I'm not used to.
So this is Pina Colada. This is July flavor of the month. It's very banana forward.
I have a lip flip, so that was kind of difficult.
Okay. If you ever want to watch Emily try and sip something that's super full.
I also have a small mouth, so even without the lip flip, I just have issues.
Okay. She tried a beet juice in my car and it went everywhere.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. So yeah, very banana forward.
Good pineapple flavor. Super fresh. I like the way it tastes. I'm into it, but it definitely needs rum. Just kidding, Carrie. It's perfect exactly how it is.
It's nice and creamy.
It is pretty creamy.
I like that, but not too thick.
Well, I have to stop drinking it now because she made it weird. It's delicious.
No, because when they're too thick and
you can't get it
and then
out.
it's like it's stuck.
Well, that's what
I feel like
he
that's
said.
exactly.
Nope, we're not gonna do that.
That it's exactly like what you would think. Tropical,
Yeah.
refreshing.
Really good.
Feels very healthy.
But also, like you're having a treat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, should we go green bazooka?
Yeah.
That feels right. Okay, green bazooka. Bazooka, Zuka, bubblegum. Do you remember that?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, cool. I will take my old ass and see
This is
myself out.
really cool, actually.
I'm older than Emily, so
Just by
they're.
a tad bit.
It's a lot of years. But
Careful, I feel
thanks
like
for
that
making
one's going.
me
Oh,
feel
okay.
young.
Do we know what's in this? Just a green.
I think we should guess what's in it.
Roughage.
Should we guess what's in it?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
No.
It's not my favorite flavor, but it's mint.
Is there some warmth in that?
Like some heat,
Yeah.
like a chili pepper.
Mm.
Please don't make me drink anymore.
I don't hate it.
It's
Oh, ginger.
Oh, that's what it is. It is ginger.
Ginger.
Spinach for
Green
sure.
bazooka. So yeah, like it has a little.
Oh, it's got a punch.
It's got a
ginger.
ginger zap.
Yeah, it's got a back of the throat punch.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's.
It is. It's good for the scratchy throat. The scritchity scratchities. It's.
Oh, it's interesting how that sneaks up on you. I mean,
Yeah, I'd say that.
crevices.
Crevices. What's making it liquidy besides ice?
Maybe celery.
Oh, that's what it is. That's absolutely what it is.
So I don't hate that. I'm really getting
You're like really into juices though.
Oh, I
You love a liquid.
I love a liquid, and I love drinking like I feel the epitome of health right now.
You
because
are.
it feels like I'm like chewing grass.
Chewing grass. Yeah.
Pinky's up.
Yeah. Delish. Okay.
You can take that one away now. It's like
I think we should break up this segment by you telling us some of the crazy stories that you have been holding in and not telling me. So we want to make sure that this podcast is entertaining at the same time that it is informative. So we're going to include some witty banter, which includes some of our weekly happenings. But
are we done with the juices?
No, we have two more, but let's break it up.
We're breaking it up.
Yeah, we're breaking it up.
Chop, chop.
Yeah.
Okay, so I kept in all the stories I wanted to tell you.
Thank God.
because now we're in a safe space and I can release them.
Yeah, okay, please.
Now I'm nervous because if I forgot anything. Okay, so let me start from the beginning.
Okay.
I was prepping myself for bed, and I think I've discussed with you, have I told you about, like, I have a very serious routine
Yes.
in order for me to go to sleep peacefully.
Right.
There's steps, it starts with skincare, there's a lot of oiling my
Right.
entire body with different oils and
ginger
serums.
is burning. I'm gonna have immediate heartburn.
Oh, I feel kind of fine about the whole thing.
Okay, you're a better woman than me.
I like ginger.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I was in a specific state, usually of how I get right before I pass out. And then I had all these thoughts
Right.
rushing, and I could not close my eyes because I was like, I had this burst of energy, and I was like, I need to go to work. I'm working.
Right,
So,
and I had 5 text messages just
and
rattled off quick.
Manic episode.
It was
fully.
they were
and I
very
was
manic.
like, she's not gonna understand, but it's good for me to review what I said.
Yeah.
Like, so I just had to get it out
Right.
and tell you.
Yeah.
So, firstly, where's my phone? Can you actually grab my phone, please? Because there is this guy that I found out about. I don't know. I want to know if you know him.
Oh God. Probably not.
Well, I don't even know. He was like half man and half horse.
In what ways will be interesting?
Oh,
Which half is what? Which half is up? Which half is down?
I could be actually completely wrong about him being a half horse, but he wasn't very like human.
Okay.
Oh my God, where are
This is great for podcast fodder. Well, you know, I'm gonna vamp. Hello, my lady. Hello, my darling. Hello, my son.
Gilgamesh?
Oh my God! Like the story of Gilgamesh,
Was he a real guy?
like during like Oedipus Rex.
Okay, now you're saying
Yes.
things.
Okay.
that-
Gilgamesh was
King?
It was like a tale, like a tall tale in the Victorian times.
Oh, so he didn't exist?
I don't believe so.
But what about his tomb?
No idea.
Because it's there.
I also might be confusing it because I took a Victorian lit class and I'm pretty sure we went over Gilgamesh.
So Gilgamesh was like in Mesopotamia or something.
That doesn't sound right, but okay, keep going.
And now I think his tomb is where like Iraq is now.
Okay, you're blowing my mind. Keep going. So what did this have to do with? What
That
happened?
was just I asked like because you didn't answer the text and you were sleeping, so then I asked a few more other people if they knew who this guy was, and they did.
But you just came across him on the talk,
Yeah.
and you had to know about him at that exact time. Okay, great. I'm so glad.
Well, I think it was shocking because his name was Gilgamesh.
Oh, okay.
And then a lot of people knew who he was, and I didn't. And I feel like I know like weird fun facts. And
I don't necessarily think he's a he. I think he's a character.
No, I think he's real. He is there. Oh, I hit my mic.
It's okay. We're still running. Yeah, we're good.
He is buried and has a tomb,
Okay, hold on.
and the archaeologists were digging and trying to locate his body in 2003. And I'm not getting very political right now.
Hold that thought. Was Gilgamesh a real person? Okay, go ahead. No, you can keep going.
But Claude better be on my side. But it was during like 2001 after 9/11, and the archaeologists just happened to be there, and because we invaded Iraq, the archaeologists had to stop digging.
Right. Okay. So I was right in one part of this, that one of the world's oldest known works of literature is the Epic of Gilgamesh. So he was a character, but it does say that the Sumerian king list was in ancient Mesopotamia. Kudos to you.
Mesopotamia.
You're right, which is modern day Iraq around 2700 BCE. Very interesting.
Wait, what date?
2700 BC. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. Archaeologist evidence also confirms that Uruk was indeed a major city during this period. Interesting.
Not familiar with that one.
Okay, it's similar to how figures like King Arthur may have historical roots, but are known to us primarily through legendary accounts.
Oh, so we don't really know if
he was real.
Right. Well, I saw some pictures of what they think he looked like.
But this was last night's Manic episode.
Yeah, because it also tied him to, like, aliens.
Okay.
It tied him to animals that don't exist, so he was, like, half.
Right.
And he was also, like, 8 feet tall.
Okay, I have another question.
And his pet was a lion.
Right.
Because lions were, like, the size of cats to his
Stature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want strawberry lemonade to cheer you up?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's go back to a bit of a smoothie tasting. This is...
I do have, like, pieces of, like, kale, like...
Yes. Yeah, I need something to wet my whipple.
Yeah, like, there's kale in, like, where my molar was taken out of.
Okay. You're walking around toothless? You're admitting it to us?
I guess.
Is it a wisdom tooth?
Yeah, that's
okay.
a molar.
A molar's one of the big boys in the back. Strawberry pineapple lemonade.
This is fragrant. No, it is.
Strawberry pineapple lemonade. She just snorted it, so it better be good. I got a real big chunk in mine. I don't know if you see that.
I see it floating.
Okay, cheers. We didn't even cheers the last one. You have to look at me in the eyes. Otherwise, you know what it is. It's bad. Okay, that's delightful. I could drink that all day. Yes, that is
light.
a palate cleanser from the...
I wish we had descriptions of what's actually in them.
spinach,
So I think they
bazooka.
all have coconut water in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good for electrolytes and
Yeah, we're going to be
hydration.
super hydrated so that your veins go down. Emily has very visible veins.
That's really nice. I actually think that...
No, nothing on the visible veins. Oh, that's really nice.
It's just something I've always loved. Just
I guess
because
so.
you found out about them today doesn't mean it's news to me.
Remember when you never saw my arms before, and last week or the week before was the first time you ever saw my elbows?
Did I say that?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
this is my little tattoo that I have on my elbow.
Yeah, I never saw that piece of your body.
Hilarious, this is very good.
I really like it. Not really sweet. It's what is that?
Strawberry pineapple lemonade. But it has I believe it has agave in it because they don't use honey, because honey's not vegan.
Mm. Oh yeah, I heard that before. Save beef.
Just snort it.
Wait, the entire time I was drinking that, I thought it was like a watermelon drink.
Strawberry! I said strawberry like 5 times.
No, I wasn't listening. I was just sniffing and tasting.
I realize that now. It did have a watermelon-esque. This is going to be a completely different flavor right now.
It was very mellow. Like, I wasn't getting really any lemonade.
No lemonade.
I wanted that to have a little mint in it. Like,
yeah.
What is that? A giblet?
A Gilgamesh gimlet? Are we gonna have our own smoothie here? We're gonna call it the Gilgamesh gimlet?
I gotta learn more about this guy.
Okay,
I'm just gonna set that down.
So that one was very good. It was very refreshing. I would drink that one a lot. And not a lot of bite from the lemon.
No, I
Which is
didn't.
good.
I thought that was like watermelon water. And I wanted a little fresh mint. Wait, we're not using our sticks, or do we do that at the end?
At the end.
I'm sorry, I got excited about our sticks.
We'll do a whole review of all of them. Okay, so
I think
you gotta open this. This is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, not the cereal, the smoothie. The smoothie edition.
The healthy version.
It looks like there's a lot of cinnamon on top of mine.
I really like cinnamon. Cinnamon.
This is very cinnamon.
It smells like when you add the milk into your cereal.
Why does it smell like almond butter though?
Oh. I don't know.
Oh, that's good. That's very cereal-esque. That's gonna make me feel really full.
It reminds me of when you're finished with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and then you slurp the milk from the cereal bowl.
fun fact, I've never eaten Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But that was delicious. It actually makes me...
We can't really trust you right now with this one.
It makes me feel like Christmas is on its way. Christmas in July, go get yourself a Cinnamon Toast Crunch smoothie.
Christmas!
Really? I was gonna sing, oh, so pumples, sweet, so pumples, oh. How high of a pitch do you think we could get on here before blowing out the mics?
I don't know.
We're not gonna try. We're not gonna try. We're not gonna try. We got the axe on that. Okay, should we get our...
that.
Do you
That's
have
like
your...
if you're, like, you want something fulfilling and, like, it was a little bit heartier.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Not
definitely if
hearty,
you want... It feels like if you want a breakfast replacement, that will give you both the satisfaction of eating cereal, but also filling
Yeah,
you
like
up
if
with
you're-
good stuff.
If you're like over like tropics and you want something like a little more, but you don't want to go. Sometimes I don't want a tropical drink, but I also don't want like full blown peanut butter.
Yeah.
I would go for that.
Would you watch that while watching a Hallmark movie in July?
What?
Wait, what? Christmas Hallmark movies?
Yeah.
Would you drink that while watching a Hallmark movie?
Oh,
but
as if it's like an eggnog.
it's July.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's cold.
Okay.
I have to be honest. I really don't like Hallmark movies.
Okay. Well, this relationship's over.
Sorry.
So I love a Hallmark movie. I have a bet going to see
I'm not judging
just
you.
with myself how many I can watch.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
They're not good,
Good luck with that.
but
one.
that's the point of it.
I
They don't do
mean-
anything for you.
So, like, I watched the Lindsay Lohan one.
Yeah, it's so good.
I don't remember. And
Oh my God, my
it was
mom
like
and I
on
watched
in the
it. It was good.
background, and the
I
entire.
can't imagine you sitting still long enough for a movie. No.
Unless it's like something like very serious.
A documentary on Gilgamesh.
That I'd be locked in.
Locked in. I watched a Barbara
Um,
Walters documentary the other day.
Oh, I saw that.
I'm shocked.
I didn't like see
I
it,
didn't
but I
watch
saw
it.
the coming attractions. I don't know if I like Barbara, to be completely honest.
Barbara Walters was my grandmother. That's what she was. To be honest. She looked exactly like my grandmother. My mom and my sister.
just like stroking. I didn't know what was happening.
Barbara Walters was my grandmother.
I was like, I thought I offended you because it
No.
really was.
No.
Just something else I was finding out about today.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Yeah, I could.
I mean, we would have been recording at ABC News.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I would have been like, why were you holding out?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I like Irish mom movies. That's.
What?
Is that weird?
Like what?
I actually just forgot.
You've never watched a single Irish mom movie.
No, I have. I like The Departed.
Oh, okay.
Black Mass with Johnny Depp.
No.
Black Mass, great movie.
Okay.
What's that other one? Like the whole like realm with Matt Damon. Who's that other guy?
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. No, who's the other guy? Ben Affleck.
But a flick.
Ben Affleck. And Leonardo.
Oh, Da Vinci.
If those people are on the screen, locked in.
She's in. She's locked in.
Locked in. I either need a serious documentary to be focused, or
A man.
a sexy man like
Okay.
Leo.
Right.
But I'm too old for him now.
You are. You're about 10 years too old for him.
No, not actually.
Offended.
Maybe you.
Absolutely.
I'm
I
about
am.
3 years.
I'm about
older.
20 years too old for him.
No, I think the last age is like 27.
Okay, let's not tell everybody how old I am.
I won't.
Okay. On board or overboard?
Okay, so the first one was Pina Colada, the smoothie of the month. The smoothie of the month.
It's time for the letter of the day. That's right. That's what we should do, like on Sesame Street.
It's been a while, and I'm childless, so I don't know those things.
Got it. Right. Okay. On board or overboard, the smoothie of the month was pina colada. That's what we started with. I am on board.
Me too.
I really enjoyed that
I
one.
did. It's exactly what I would think a healthy smoothie should taste like.
I would like it driving down the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little whipped cream on top,
Nope.
and a maraschino cherry.
Maraschino cherry, sans the whipped cream. It's already creamy enough. So that was great. Next one was a bazooka one.
The green bazooka.
The green bazooka, it had a punch. I'll say it had a punch.
That's exactly what I would order if I was like feeling under the weather. And
Yeah.
I felt like
And
I needed antioxidants and health.
I would chug it and then ask for it to be put in intravenously.
Yeah.
I'm overboard with it.
I'm gonna go on board.
I knew you would.
I could take it down.
I know you like that stuff.
I do. It
Yeah.
makes me feel strong
That's great.
and empowered.
Okay. So it's a woman's drink. And then strawberry pineapple lemonade, 100% on board. I absolutely loved it.
I am on board. However, I don't think it should be named that.
Okay, because you wanted mint and watermelon apparently.
I just thought it was a watermelon drink that needed mint.
Okay, even though in the name it says strawberry
Lemonade what?
pineapple lemonade.
Yeah, I wasn't getting any of those flavors.
None of those notes came through.
A slight strawberry scent. I tasted watermelon.
Okay, maybe there's watermelon juice in it. We'll have to confirm.
Something might be off. So
Check the show notes for confirmation.
we're on board. I think officially we could say we are on board.
We have one more.
Oh,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch! I am overboard. Absolutely not on my end. Nope.
Oh, really?
Too cinnamony.
I was on board.
Yeah. See, you're a big smoothie, like, you're
like
really
liquids.
adventurous. I'm
Oh,
not.
yeah.
I'm not.
I will taste anything.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, ew.
Remember when I asked you if you like
What's that?
black beans?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll make you some. And you're like, all right, abuela. And you took a screenshot, and that my text message was in it. You sent it to me the other day. I was crying laughing.
Oh, like on the top?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just random. Do you like black beans?
Yeah, I didn't understand where you were going, and then I
Yeah.
didn't know that black bean. I mean, now that I think about it, actually, I guess black beans would just like how you said
Phrased it. Yeah.
How
it was
you
weird.
phrased it, I was just like, okay, she's giving me a pot full of black beans.
Absolutely, you're just getting a whole pot of them.
I just didn't understand. I'm like, is there gonna be like a side of chicken?
I think that's just how our conversations go. They're very much all over the place, but they are super productive.
Yeah.
Should we just talk about what's coming up next and what events we have on the roster?
Well, I think because we just finished our Super Juice review.
Oh yes, the salty review. I think in collective we are on board.
Oh, sorry. You want to try that again?
We are.
Wait.
We are on board. I love that. I think that will be something that we have to practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Um,
But I was gonna say, because we're talking about Super Juice, we could bring up July 17th.
Yes, July 17th, a Super Juice pop-up will be happening here starting at 5 p.m. There will be our Buoy Bar, which is custom patches for hats, totes, lip glosses, you name it. It's fun. We can even do apparel. We have really hilarious totes that you can customize with scarves.
We have the ultimate cool girl accessory for this summer 2025. The iconic and ironic boat totes.
boat totes. Barbara Corcoran talked about them, right?
I don't know who Barbara is.
Barbara is a shark from Shark Tank, but she's like a famous real estate mogul.
Oh, I told you that.
I know.
Yeah.
I knew who Barbara was.
I didn't know.
I
it was
am
like
Barbara Walters.
I didn't know that was her full name. I just know her as like Barbara.
Oh, Barbara
the shark.
Corcoran, the shark. Yeah. She made them cool. We're making them cooler.
No, she didn't make them cool.
She didn't make them cool.
You're lying.
They were already out.
Yeah, they were. She just happened to like
Have one.
hop on the trend too.
Yeah. So some of them have.
LL Bean
Oh, right.
made them cool.
Yeah.
But now if you order it from LL Bean, it's gonna take like 6 weeks to get embroidered and sent to you.
And it'll cost you
A fortune.
prices. But we have ones with funny phrases like shits and gigs.
Oy vey.
Personality hire. That's a good one. And
Well,
then-
don't say it.
I'm not going to say
It's a
everything.
secret.
It is a secret. And we also have scarves to customize them with.
Yeah, so scarves,
pretty.
accessories to go on the handle, keychains with fun little sparkly gems, uncut gems.
Uncut gems. But we are having that pop up here.
July-
That's where we were.
Okay.
July 17th, Super Juice White Cough. Pop-up starts at 5. Buoy Bar will be here.
Buoy Bar.
Jules by Liv will be here. She's a charm bar and not permanent jewelry. She's a charm bar. We also have.
I was saying I usually wear some of her jewelry.
I think you're wearing her necklace.
I am wearing her necklace.
Yes. And we will also have Going Clean with Janine, which is crunchy skincare, organic skincare for adults, and it's kid and teen safe. That's what she always pushes towards.
It's so clean. I think her
That's
name on
correct.
Instagram is Going Clean with Janine and a Tween.
Oh, cute. Yeah, you're right.
So if
You're
you're
right.
looking for her, that's her Instagram.
That's her Instagram. We also have our med spa coming. I will put that in the show notes, the name there. And we also have, there's a paint and sip happening at the
Paint
same
and
exact
sip.
time.
It is occurring.
It is occurring. And who else do we have? We have somebody else. Oh, Scout and Rebel will be open. They have a permanent spot here at Super Juice. They will be open as
They're a
well.
clothing boutique, in case you don't know who they are.
They are.
So we have the Buoy Bar, that's us.
Yeah.
We have Charms by Liv,
Charms by Liv, Ageless Together,
Ageless Together,
and Crunchy Beauty.
and Crunchy Beauty, a paint and sip and shop. A paint classes going on, and then what's July? Is Pina Colada July or June?
July.
Oh, perfect. So if you want to come and check out the pina colada juice that we reviewed today on the Salty Review, you can when you come on July 17th. And then get it together.
I'm ready.
On July 20th.
Yes.
So we're actually splitting up.
We are, yeah.
We are dividing and conquering for
We
the
are.
first time, which makes me a little sad.
It'll be good.
Gives me a little anxiety.
Yeah. So you're
So-
going to be where?
So July 20th, I will be at Kaleidoscope Gift Shop in Bloomfield,
Yes.
New Jersey.
They have a very special item there.
They do a very sought out item right now. A Lalabubu?
A Honey Boo Boo.
No.
No,
a
a Labubu.
A Labubu.
A Labubu.
A Labubu real, not faux, collection will be there. Labubus. And then she also has crystals to align your chakras and bring peace and prosperity into your homes.
Wow. That's a lot.
I think that's what. I don't know. I'm not a crystal person.
No, I walked around with a fertility crystal for a long time. Yeah. Purtle Myrtle over here.
Cool.
We'll see.
Where was it? In your.
And it was in my purse.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then I will be on the same day, July 20th in the morning. You didn't know if I stuck it in my sacral chakra. Yeah, no, I gotcha.
I didn't know how it worked. I mean, I don't know. In the ear.
Right, no, you don't actually have to insert them. You kind of just have to hold them. You're out with them. And I will be on July 20th at the Felina Rooftop in Ridgewood.
You're really cool.
I'm very cool. There is a Pilates class happening at the same time that there is a pop-up on the rooftop. So please look out for our Instagram. Most importantly, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to this podcast. So Blondes Overboard Pod on Instagram. If you want to email us because you want to be a part, we're going to be doing some really fun interviews coming up. We're going to do live on the streets, if you will, coming up.
Yes.
So you can email
We're gonna
us.
take field trips.
Field trips with the Blondes, blondesoverboardpod@gmail.com. And look out for more. Bye.
Salty takes blondes overboard, no life jacket.